Hello, this is Jason. Um, I'm speaking quietly because I don't want to. Uh, I'm in a academic housing, and the walls are pretty thin, and I'm afraid somebody would hear me doing my vlog update and like, what the heck is this guy doing? So I hope I can be heard okay on this. Um, but I'm in England. I'm in Oxford. Uh, it's almost 1 here, but it's gosh, 7, almost 7 in the morning in the States, so feeling pretty jet lagged. Um, I had a travel adventure yesterday. I went to, so I took a train from Newport News to Dallas, and I flew to Dallas. I'm sorry, and then I flew to, from Dallas, I flew to Heathrow in London. And then from Heathrow, I needed to get to Pembroke College. So I you know, it's like, probably could have taken, the National Rail, probably could have figured some other way, maybe a taxi or something, but I decided I want a coach, I want to take a bus. So it was pretty affordable. So I went to the bus counter and I said, I'd like a ticket to Pembroke College, and they gave me one. Almost 3 hours later, I arrive at Pembroke College in Cambridge, and I needed to go to Pembroke College in Oxford, which is completely, different part of the country. It's on the western part. So, yeah, that was embarrassing. So the porters there, they told me, they commiserated with me, like, oh man, you went to the wrong place. And then they gave me a route to turn around, so I backtracked. I had to go all the way back to, I went to King's Cross in London, and then I went to Paddington Station, and I got a train to Oxford. I didn't get into Oxford until, like, what was it? It's like, it was 9 p.m. In England, but that means it would have been, 5 hours at 1 o'clock. A little bit, that's neither here nor there, because I'd been up for like 28 hours at that point. It's just a really long journey. So I slept in today, registered for the, I got my little badge here in my program. And like a little bit of time before the next panel starts. My panel's not until tomorrow. I'll be fiddling with my paper from now until then. And I brought some reading along with me. I brought this some, well, of course I have Horace Walpole's letters. I'm gonna have the Primarchs. This is the 20th Horse Heresy novel. I need to take my mind off of the, I've been to these things for a long time, and I've given a lot of presentations, so I'm not really, concerned. But I do notice that, like, being in England is a little strange right now, just because of the politics and the tension, so I feel like people, they can hear my accent, and maybe I'm just being paranoid, but they're like, they're not as kind as, once again, it's probably just me being paranoid, but, it's just, how about this? I think it's fair to say all of us are experiencing our American identity more acutely these days when we're abroad. Maybe it's just me. I am drinking some espresso right now. So. But where's I going with that? Yeah. So if the anxiety, if the nervousness from being at this conference gets too much, then I'll relax with some of the grim dark of the 40th century, right? It's funny that escapism is this. You go into this dark imperium, this dark world where the corpse emperor rules over all. Speaking of escapism, I also brought this book along with me, Mythmakers by John Hendricks. It's really cool. It's first off, it's a history or biography, I guess, of Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, but it's graphic. So It's just some samples. It's a I guess you'd say it's a graphic novel, but it's not really, because there's there's a lot of prose too. I mean, there are some pages that are just full prose, so you can see it like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm at Oxford and I've never been before, and C.S. Lewis and Tolkien were inklings here. They were friends here, and so I thought maybe just to get into the spirit of the place. It is kind of a you hear that bell tolling. It is kind of an intriguing circuit that's being closed this trip. Just thinking about that, like in the 5th, 6th grade, I knew I wanted to be a writer, and I was just a nerd, but it was the 7th grade with Mrs. Shapiro, my English teacher, who when I was reading The Hobbit, it like just rocked my world. And it just so happened that week, or we were doing that whole what are you going to do as a career sort of thing. We had to research a career, and I was like, well, what was J.R.R. Tolkien? I want to do what he did. She said, well, he was a writer. You can be a writer. You can be a novelist. But, he was also an English professor. He studied literature. And I was like, oh, well, I want to be an English professor. And it was like as simple as that. And then from that point forward, whenever anybody asked me what I wanted to be when I grow up, I would say an English professor. And then, what I mean by the circuit being closed, it's like I find myself, here at Oxford as an English professor. I think that's, I don't know, it's not to get too sentimental, but it's kind of a neat circle. What else? I have about 80% battery on this phone, and I need to get some voltage adapter, some real serious stuff. One thing I forgot was a voltage adapter, so none of my chargers are going to work. Everything's dead except for my phone and my computer. So I'm gonna head out here soon, and have some time before the next panel ends. Then there's time for lunch, and then so I have a good stretch of time. So I'm gonna go out into the cold and try to find a voltage adapter. And yeah, that's I'm only at 7 minutes 42 seconds. Anything else? I don't think I have. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll keep this one a short one. Have a good day, and I hope next time I do one of these updates, regular programming, it'll be to say that my trip was a success. So, have a good day.